Students, welcome to our channel Genius Math and Physics. This video will be about the other questions, just questions on the dot product of vectors. Question number 8. If A and B are perpendicular vectors, then prove that A plus B square is equal to magnitude of A minus magnitude of B square. The questions are given here. Question number 1, that A and B are perpendicular. Condition A answer, the condition is A is perpendicular to B. A perpendicular to B. Then we can write that A dot B is equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta is equal to 0. Because of theta is equal to 90 degree, cos 90 is 0. So A dot B equal to 0. If A dot B equal to 0, this is the given condition. Our question is to prove A plus B mod square is equal to so and so. So what is A plus B square? We know that dot product of two vectors, dot product of two equal vectors, dot product of two equal vectors, dot product of two equal vectors is the square of its magnitude. A plus B dot A plus B. So answer is A dot A plus A dot B plus B dot A plus B dot B. The dot product of two equal vector is the square of its magnitude. The square of its magnitude. A dot B is equal to 0. B dot A is equal to A dot B. So A dot B equal to 0, B dot A also 0. B dot B, it is magnitude of B square. So answer is magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square. Similarly, we can prove A minus B square is equal to A minus B dot A minus B. There also you would get A dot A, it is magnitude of A square. A dot minus B minus A dot B minus A dot B plus B square. You are getting here A square, A dot A square, A dot minus B minus A dot B, again minus B dot A, minus B into minus B, that is minus minus plus B square. Since A dot B is 0 and B dot A 0, so we are getting magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square. This proves that A plus B square and A minus B square are equal. Bit 1 over. Then come to the second bit. If A plus B square equal to magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square, then prove that A is perpendicular to B. What we will do here? I am going to solve this one here. Second bit. That A plus B square equal to A square plus B square. A plus B square, that is I can write magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square plus 2 into magnitude of A into magnitude of B. I think it is clear to everybody. A plus B is equal to under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Not here magnitude of A and magnitude of B. Here 2 into A dot B. Okay. Which is equal to, you are provided with magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square. Cancel from both sides. So 2A dot B is equal to 0. Thereby A dot B equal to 0. If dot product is 0, then the vectors are perpendicular to each other. Second bit. Pause the video to note it down. Okay. Question number 9. If A, B, C are mutually perpendicular vectors of equal magnitude, then prove that A plus B plus C is equally inclined to vector A, vector B and vector C. Question: A, B, C are mutually perpendicular vectors. That means given A dot B is equal to 0, B dot C is equal to 0 and C dot A equal to 0. Because the vectors are mutually perpendicular, A is perpendicular to B, then A dot B equal to 0. B perpendicular to C, so B dot C equal to 0. C perpendicular A, C dot A equal to 0. Then another condition, that the vectors are of equal magnitude. Then my question is that to prove that A plus B plus C is equally inclined to vector A, vector B and vector C. That means angle between A plus B plus C, what the question is going to ask, that A plus B plus C is equally inclined to vector A, vector B, vector C. Its meaning is that angle between A plus B plus C and A is the same as angle between A plus B plus C and vector B is same as angle between A plus B plus C and vector C. A plus B plus C एंड सी, ए प्लस बी प्लस सी एंड ए के बीच में जितना एंगल है, ए प्लस बी प्लस सी और बी के बीच में इतना ही एंगल है, और ए प्लस बी प्लस सी और एंगल सी के बीच में इतना ही एंगल है. ये प्रूफ करना है. लेट अल्फा इज द एंगल बिटवीन ए प्लस बी प्लस सी एंड, then we know that cos alpha is equal to A plus B plus C dot A by magnitude of A plus B plus C into magnitude of. We know it. Angle between two vectors. If I say theta is the angle between two vectors A and B, then cos theta is equal to, formula is there, A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. We know it. Because of A dot B equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta, therefore cos theta equal to A dot B by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Here A is A plus B plus C and B is only vector. Its answer would be A dot A, what I say, A square, B dot A, C dot A by magnitude of A plus B plus C magnitude of A. A dot B equal to 0, B dot A 0, C dot A 0. So all things, so numerator will be only A square by magnitude of A plus B plus C into magnitude of A. A square and A we cancel. Only magnitude of A by A plus B plus C. It is cos alpha. If I say beta is the angle between same A plus B plus C and B, you can write cos beta is equal to like this. Cos beta is equal to A plus B plus C dot A dot B by magnitude of A plus B plus C into magnitude of B. Your answer would be A dot B 0, B dot B magnitude of B square, B dot B magnitude of B square by A plus B plus C into magnitude of B. Square cancel, the answer is magnitude of B by A plus B plus C magnitude. If I say gamma is the angle between, if gamma is the angle between A plus B plus C and C, then we can write cos gamma is equal to, we can prove like this, it is magnitude of C by A plus B plus C. You see, another condition is here that magnitude of A and magnitude of B and magnitude of C are equal. That means this magnitude and this magnitude are equal. Thereby you can write that cos alpha is equal to cos beta is equal to cos gamma. Since magnitude of A is equal to magnitude of B is equal to magnitude of C, therefore cos alpha is equal to cos beta equal to cos gamma, implies alpha equal to beta is equal to gamma. That is, A plus B plus C is equally inclined to A, B and C. That means the angle between A plus B plus C and A is equal to alpha. A plus B plus C and B equal to beta. A plus B plus C and C is equal to gamma. Therefore, alpha is equal to beta equal to gamma. It's proved. Okay. Alternate question, there is an alternate question. If the same thing will be there, in the same conditions will be satisfied, then we can prove that A minus B minus C is equally inclined to B and C. A minus B minus C is equally inclined to B and C. Let the angle between A minus B minus C and B is equal to alpha, then proceed in this way. And A minus B minus C and C is equal to beta, then proceed in this way, so that alpha will be beta. Your answer will be yes. Okay. You can get your answer. A minus B minus C is equally inclined to vector B and vector C. But this is an important question for 12th class students. Note it. 10 bit 1. Prove that altitudes of a triangle are concurrent. Here we will do the numerical using vector method. Okay. This can be done by 3D geometry. In other way, we will do this one in the vector method. ABC is a triangle. Let O be the origin. Then we can write that this AO, you see this is a vector AO, we can write AO, and BO you see is CO. What is this one? And this is the altitude AD, this is another altitude BE. Now we can say that ABC is a triangle where O is the origin, writing on ABC is the triangle with PBs of the vertices are ABC, with PBs of vertices are A, B, C respectively. A, B, C respectively. I think the position vector of point A is A, position vector of point B is B, position vector of point C is C. That means OA is equal to vector A, OA is equal to vector A. OB is equal to vector B. OC is equal to vector C. This is vector A, vector B, and this is vector C. Question you have to prove that altitudes of a triangle are concurrent. AD is an altitude and BE is also altitude. AD is an altitude, you can write like this, AD and BE are two altitudes that pass through the origin. That pass through the origin. Thereby, we can write AO is perpendicular to BC. Because of altitude is nothing but the perpendicular, which is drawn from the opposite vertex. So this is AD is the altitude. So AD is altitude. Thereby, you can write AO is also perpendicular to BC. Since AD perpendicular to BC, therefore OA also perpendicular to BC. If it is perpendicular, then I can write AO dot BC is equal to 0. What about AO? Position vector of, that is AO dot BC, position vector of O minus position vector of A. O is taken as origin. So 0 minus A. Minus A. Dot B minus C. Sorry, BC means it is position vector of C minus position vector of B is equal to, we are getting 0. Minus A dot C minus B equal to 0. This implies minus A dot C plus A dot B is equal to 0. We got it. One condition. Second condition is that, you see, B is an altitude also. If B is the altitude, then also BO is perpendicular to AC. BO is perpendicular to AC. Similarly, that means position vector of O minus position of vector B, or I can write BO dot AC is equal to 0. BO is minus B, AC, C minus equal to 0. Implies minus B dot C, minus B into minus, that is plus A dot B is equal to 0. These two conditions are obtained. Now you see, if these two conditions should be satisfied, what would be the general condition of them? What would be the general condition? If I subtract equation 1 from equation 2 from equation 1, if I subtract equation 2 from equation 1, then A dot B and A dot B would be cancelled. This becomes minus A dot C, this will be cancelled, plus B dot C is equal to 0. So I can write minus C dot A minus B is equal to 0. What about minus C? Minus C is nothing but CO, you see. What about A minus B? It is A minus B, BA is equal to, you are getting 0. If two vectors, if the dot product two vectors is 0, then we can say these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. CO is perpendicular to BA. This implies that CO, where CO? CO is perpendicular to BA. This condition is arised. When this condition would arise? If all these altitudes will pass through the single point O. Again, if all these altitudes would pass through a common point O, that means the altitudes when pass through this common point, therefore you can say that altitudes of the triangle are concurrent. Okay? Again, if these three are the passing through the common point, then it is concurrent. Why they pass through the common point? Because of, if these two conditions are satisfied, then also third condition got satisfied. Hence we can say that the altitudes of the triangle are concurrent. Pause the video to note it down. Second question. Prove that the median to the base of an isosceles triangle is perpendicular to its base. 10 bit 2. Then draw an isosceles triangle OAB. OAB. This is an isosceles triangle. Its meaning is that these two sides are equal. Right? In vector form, if I say this is origin and this is point A, then I can say this is vector A. Which one is vector A? OA is equal to vector A. Similarly, OB is equal to vector B. Why? Because of we are taking O as the origin. OAB is a triangle. Here O is the origin. So OA is equal to vector A and OB equal to vector B. This much is clear. That is OA magnitude is equal to OB magnitude implies vector A equal to vector B. Now you see. Prove that the median to the base of an isosceles triangle. If it is median, means OD if median, then D is the midpoint of AB. D is the midpoint of AB. What is the position vector of D now? PV of D. What is PV of D? Yes, answer A plus B by 2. Midpoint formula. Then OD is A plus B by 2. What is AB? It is B minus A. Now go to the question that prove that the median to the base of the triangle. What you have to prove? That median OD to the base of the triangle, isosceles triangle, is perpendicular. That means that OD dot AB is equal to 0. We have to prove that OD dot AB, if OD dot AB would be 0, then ultimately we can say that OD is perpendicular to AB. So what is OD? OD are getting A plus B by 2 dot B minus A. So answer is half of B plus A dot B minus A. We can write it as half of magnitude of B square minus magnitude of A square. Then your answer would be, because of magnitude of B, if A is equal to B, that means magnitude of A is equal to magnitude of B. So B square minus A square equal to 0, so half into 0 equal to 0. Therefore OD is perpendicular to AB. Therefore you can write here, since OD dot AB equal to 0, therefore OD is perpendicular to AB. Here the product B dot B is B square, B dot minus A dot B plus B dot A cancels, plus A minus A, it is minus A square. Okay, answer is 0. The OD is dot AB is 0, therefore OD is perpendicular to AB, which has been proved. Again, one more thing you see. Prove that the median to the base of an isosceles triangle. So this is an isosceles triangle. If isosceles triangle, it has two sides are equal. So OA and OB are equal. This is vector A and this is vector B. We got the median OD, its position vector is A plus B by 2 since D is the midpoint. AB, B minus A. Then find out the product of OD and AB. Which product? Dot product. Then we got it 0. If dot product is 0, then the vectors are perpendicular. So OD is perpendicular to. Okay, note it down. Third bit. The parallelogram whose diagonals are equal is a rectangle. Here OABC is a parallelogram where O is the midpoint, O is the origin. O is the origin. So, if O is the origin, then position vector of OA is equal to vector A. Position vector of OB, vector B. It is vector C. Right? It is a parallelogram. So, OA is equal to CB. You see, OA is equal to CB. Don't write OA equal to BC. Anti-parallel. OA and BC are anti-parallel. It cannot be parallel. Therefore, OA is equal to CB. OA equal to CB. Then what is the value of OA? Position vector of A minus position vector of O. Or we can say that OA is equal to vector A. So vector A is equal to CB. CB position vector of B minus position vector of C, that is B minus C. Therefore, B equal to C plus A. We got the first condition. Second condition is that the parallelogram whose diagonals are equal. Here you say this is a diagonal and this is a diagonal. AC diagonal is equal to OB diagonal. AC diagonal is equal to OB diagonal. Its meaning is that they are both equal length. What about AC? That is position vector of C minus position vector of A. C minus A is equal to vector B. Or C minus A equal to vector B. Right? This is equation 2. From condition 1 and condition 2 you observe C plus A equal to B and C minus A also B. That means C plus A magnitude is equal to C minus A magnitude. What about C plus A magnitude? We know. Or I can write C plus A magnitude is equal to C minus A magnitude. Therefore, this square equal to this square. Okay, I am writing here. Okay. C plus A square equal to C minus A square. So, what is the value of C plus A whole square? C plus A magnitude square. It is magnitude of C square plus A square plus 2CA cos theta. Similarly, here C square plus A square minus 2CA cos theta. We know it from the addition of vectors. C square A square will be cancelled. That is 2CA cos theta is equal to minus 2CA cos theta. If it will be transposed to this side, shifted to this side, then what would happen? 4CA cos theta equal to 0, therefore cos theta equal to 0. Theta is 90 degree. If theta is 90 degree, that means this angle is 90 degree. In a parallelogram, if this angle is 90 degree, then you can say that this is perpendicular to this. If it is perpendicular, you see, if it is 90 degree, then this is perpendicular to this, therefore parallelogram is a rectangle. Therefore, you can say that the given parallelogram OABC is a rectangle. Over. Pause the video to note it down.